Hello everybody, this is your main man Keith here from Keith Plays PS4 927. Happy Tuesday to all my awesome viewers on this awesome channel. And we are in episode 3 of our Phoenix Suns Road to the NBA Finals. So we're 2-0, and this will be our first game in the state of Texas. So we will not be in Arizona for this episode or the next, because there is going to be a game for either if the Suns or Mavs win. So, if we win both games against Dallas in Dallas, we advance on to the next round. So I'm projecting that this finals will probably be the Phoenix Suns taking on the Brooklyn Nets. So without a further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you at tip-off. Alright, so the Dallas Mavericks have home court advantage B-, so this is tip-off time here at the American Airlines Center. So Chris Paul intercepts that off for the first part of the game, so he gets it in for the first 2 points of the game in Game 3. So Luka Doncic from Slovenia has possession of the basketball, so he's going to dribble his way, and he's going to knock down a 3 from behind the arc, so that's going to be a 3-2 lead. So now we got some DeAndre Ayton. So Ayton loses the ball. Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of former Miami Heat player Tim Hardaway, actually knocks that down. Chris Paul's going to pass it to Jay Crowder and then to Devin Booker. So he's going to knock down a 3-pointer. So this is tied 5-5 here in Dallas, Texas. So we're in the Lone Star State in the DFW area. And Booker, he's actually going to pass this off to Mikal Bridges, the Villanova product, and he gets that in, and it's a 7-5 lead. So the Mavericks, they don't want to lose another game because they are trailing 2-0. And Devin Booker, there's a reach and foul there, so they're going to lead this series. So Luka Doncic, loses the basketball. DeAndre Ayton does pick it up, so Ayton's going to dunk that in for 2, so it's now 9-5. So the Mavericks are trailing by 4, but they got some Luka Doncic that they got to play on. So Doncic loses the basketball, intercepted to Jay Crowder. I'm going to pass this to Chris Paul, and Chris Paul's not all that of a dunker. I mean, he did get 2 points in, so we've only had 1 turnover, so Dallas had 4, so we had 8 points off of those turnovers. So Jay Crowder is going to pass to Chris Paul, and then D-Book, he's going to knock down a 3. Paul will pick up the assist if he makes the 3, and he does. So Mavericks are going to take a timeout. We're going to take a 30-second break. Alright, so it's now an 18-7 lead here for the Phoenix Suns. So Cameron Johnson tries to attempt the steal. Dwight Powell passes it back to Trey Burke, and it goes out of bounds. So the Mavericks do have possession of the basketball. And Willie Cauley-Stein, he is likely to pass it to Jalen Brunson, and it's another out of bounds. We try to make that steal there, but it's still out of bounds for quite an apparent reason. So Cauley-Stein, he's going to pass it to Brunson, so DeAndre Ayton picks up the basketball, so he's going to make a monster dunk there, like an Air Jordan dunk, actually. So this is still the Western Conference first round. So Trey Burke has possession of the basketball. So Trey Burke, he's thinking about passing it to Cauley-Stein, blocked. So Cameron Johnson passes this to Langston Galloway, and Galloway actually gets that in. So it's now 22-7. Tim Hardaway Jr. passes it to Jalen Brunson, and then Trey Burke. There is a foul. It's on Langston Galloway, so it's a reach-in. So Dallas, they're thinking about playing some offense. They want to be that all-around team, you know. Like, they're going to pass it to Hardaway Jr. No defense by the Suns there. There was no blocking, no boxing out, no nothing, which was a bummer. So Jay Crowder, he's going to knock a 3 And he actually misses it, but DeAndre Ayton picks it up. So I'm going to pass it to Mikal Bridges. And Mikal Bridges knocks down a 3. So it's now 25-9. The Suns are heating this one up 16 by 16 points. Now it's going to be 13 points because Tim Hardaway Jr. knocked down a 3. So I'm going to pass this off to Jay Crowder and then to Mikal Bridges. But I'm thinking about doing a dunk with Bridges. So he drives it in there, gets 2 points. So it's now 27-12. We'll see you guys in the second quarter. Alright, we're ready to play some basketball, some second quarter action. So I'm going to use some Torrey Craig. He's going to pass this off to Devin Booker. So Devin Booker, he actually gets that one in for 2. So it's now 29-14. 8 points for Booker in this one. And this is going to be a steal. So Devin Booker gets that one in from mid-range. So it's now 31-14 for the Phoenix Suns. Trey Burke has possession. So Devin Booker tries to make the steal there. He does, in fact. And he's going to attempt a 3 there. Trey Burke, there is a blocking foul. So this will still be our chance to have possession. But I'm just going to shoot a 3 from a different angle. So I'm going to shoot it from this spot there. That's going to likely be my hot spot. So Devin Booker scores a 3. So it's now 34-14. So the Mavs are trailing by 20 points. So they don't want to give up on this. So Josh Richardson, they're going to pass this off to Trey Burke. And they're going to play many offensive points as they can. So they drill it in. So it's now 34-17. We lead this by half. So if you think about it, 34, divided by 2 does equal to 17. Now it's 19 because he dunked it in. So I'm going to pass this off to Devin Booker. So Booker, he's going to dunk that in for 2 in the paint. So it's now 36-19. Phoenix is almost at that 40-point mark, but the first half isn't even over yet. So let's think about that. So he gets that one in, and it's now 38-19. So we're leading this by half. So 17 points for Devin Booker in this first half. I mean, he might be the leading scorer, but Booker has a reach and foul. So we're ready to play some defense here, ready to use our hands so we can block the Mavericks. So they're going to pass it, and the Mavericks do take a timeout. We're going to take a small break. Alright, now Jevon Carter has possession of the basketball. He's going to pass it to Chris Paul. And Chris Paul actually makes that in from mid-range for 2 points. So it's now 40-21. They're going to pass this to Doncic. So he jumps up there and makes a dunk. So it's now, we're leading in field goals, 95. So that's greater. So 95 is greater than 91. So we have 4% more. So that's something good to see there. Chris Paul makes the steal, and he makes that layup happen for the Phoenix Suns. So 24 points off of Dallas's turnovers. And this is not all that bad. I mean, we're off to a great start. This is what we want to see among our Phoenix Suns team. So Luka Doncic knocks down, drills it from behind the arc. So it's now 44-26. Mikal Bridges passes this one off to Devin Booker. So I'm going to actually shoot a 3 for Booker. So he still has traits like Kobe Bryant. I mean, when it was Bryant's last season, it was Booker's first. And we're going to take a small break. Alright, so 24 seconds remain. Tim Hardaway Jr. drills it from 3. So it's now 54-33. Chris Paul, he's going to pass this off to Jay Crowder. And Jay Crowder's actually going to get that one in. But Dwight Powell has a shooting foul. And this appears that we're going to get 57 points in this game. So we will see you guys after halftime, beginning of the third quarter. Alright, so it's now 59-33. Devin Booker has the possession of the basketball. So Booker, he's going to do the AI crossover fade. So Booker gets it in for 2 points. So it's now 61-33. Luka Doncic loses a basketball. Booker picks it up, so he's going to get that in for 2 points. Even 4 points in this quarter, and he's at 27 points in today's episode, 10 of which were in the paint. So Booker gets that in for 2 points, so it's now 65-33, 29, and he's the leading scorer for this Phoenix Suns team. And no one has even stopped him in this game. So Josh Richardson, the former Philadelphia 76er, makes that dunk. So Booker now has possession of the basketball. So Devin Booker, he's going to get that in there. So it's now 67-35, 31 points for Booker right now. And he has 7 of them in mid-range. So 24 were not. So Booker shoots a 3 from behind the arc, so that's going to happen. So it's now 70-35. So if you count that up, so 70, half of 70 is 35. So divide that, it will give you 2. So Booker with a slam dunk gets it in for the 72nd point of the game for the Phoenix Suns. So Phoenix, they don't want to give up. They want to advance to that second round. They do not want to screw around. They don't want to make mistakes. So watch that block there by DeAndre Ayton. I mean, he is really tall and he has a long wingspan. So that's something that you got to see. I mean, you don't see that too much. So Trey Burke gets a backcourt violation. The Phoenix Suns do have possession of the basketball. So Chris Paul dribbles his way out, and he's going to get that in for 2. There is a foul there. So Chris Paul, 12 points and 4 assists right now. And Chris Paul gets that in. So it's now 75-35. We're leading this by 40 points. So we're going to take a 1-minute break. Alright, so the Dallas Mavericks have possession. Trey Burke loses a basketball, but then he picks it back up. His foot was nearly at the line. That could have been a backcourt violation there. So he has to watch out for that. Just keep that in mind. So Chris Paul's going to pass this to Devin Booker. So he's going to score 2 points from mid-range. So he gets that in there. Now 81-40. Tim Hardaway Jr. passes this to Porzingis and then to Trey Burke, and then Josh Richardson knocks it down there for 2. So it's now a 39-point lead for the Phoenix Suns. So 42.2 seconds left in this third quarter. So Booker gets that in. So it's now 83-42. So Phoenix, they want to win first with 4 games. So I don't think the Mavericks are going to make a comeback within these minutes, but they're going to pass it to Josh Richardson. He knocks that down for a 3, so it's now 83-45. So now Chris Paul, he's going to pass it to Craig and then Paul, and then I'm going to use some Devin Booker. Knocks down the 3, and we'll see you guys in the 4th. Alright, your State Farm assist of the game is coming right up. So Chris Paul passes this to Jay Crowder. So Chris Paul, he has, I think, 7 assists leading into this quarter. So it's now 86-48. So we're leading this by 38. So final few minutes of the game. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's going to pass it to Jalen Brunson, so he gets that one in. So it's now 86-50. So I'm going to pass this to DeAndre Ayton. So Ayton, he's going to shoot that in there, and he's going to make 88-50. So 10 points, and 8 of them were in the paint. So this was the first time that he scored that was not considered in the paint. So Dwight Powell passes this to Dorian Finney-Smith, and Finney-Smith actually knocks that for a 3. So it's now 88-53. So I'm going to pass this to Ayton. So hopefully Ayton can knock down a 3. So he should be able to. And he knocks down a 3 from behind the arc. So it's now 91-53. Phoenix leading by 38. They lose the basketball. And it looks like DeAndre Ayton picks it up. And he's going to make a Air Jordan dunk. And it's now 93-53. Wow, what a game for this Phoenix Suns team. They're only 7 away from making the big 1-0-0, and DeAndre Ayton makes that steal, and he's going to get that in. So it's now 95 to 53. So Ayton there, he is going to get that in. So it's now going to be 96 to 53. Phoenix leading by 43. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Alright, so now Jalen Brunson has possession of the basketball, and Chris Paul tries to knock it down and make it dribble. So Brunson, no defenders. JJ Redick, one of the famous three-pointers in NBA history, knocks that down. So it's now going to be 63. So I'm going to use some Devin Booker. 44 seconds. There is a foul. It is on Dallas. So Phoenix, they get an opportunity to get to the free-throw line there. So we now extend our lead to 43 points. So Jalen Brunson almost lost the basketball there. So we're going to try to box out as possible as we can. So DeAndre Ayton passes this to Chris Paul, and then some Devin Booker. He's going to get that in there. There is a foul. It's on Dorian Finney-Smith. So this means Devin Booker gets to go to the free-throw line once at it, and he gets that in there. So it's now 109-65. JJ Redick loses the basketball, picks it back up. Oh, and it's Redick that picks it back up. So Jevon Carter looks like he's going to pass this one off to Devin Booker. So he's going to pass it to Jevon Carter and then some Chris Paul. We're going to knock this down to 3. And yes, sirree, we get a 3. So it's now 112 to 65. There is a foul. We're going to take a timeout here, folks. Think of our game plan. Devin Booker is your player of the game for the Phoenix Suns. And I'll explain more about that. But Dallas, they got 7.1 seconds to go. So Jalen Brunson, he's going to dribble his way out of this. So that's going to be it. Phoenix wins Game 3, 112 to 65. And that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more content in the near later future, and we'll see you guys at statistics. Alright, Devin Booker, 49 points, 1 assist, 8 steals, 3 dunks on the day. That gives him the player of the game. DeAndre Ayton, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 6 steals, 1 block on the day, 2 offensive rebounds, and 4 dunks. He can manage offensive rebounds just like any other basketball player would. Chris Paul, 18 points, 1 rebound, 8 assists, 3 steals on the day for him. Mikal Bridges, 9 points all in all, and 1 steal. So, Jalen Brunson, 12 points, 3 assists on the day. Tim Hardaway Jr., 11 points, 1 assist, 1 steal. Josh Richardson, 9 points, 1 steal on the day. Luka Doncic has 8 points and 3 assists. So that wraps it up, everybody. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and we'll see you guys next episode.